Flysurfer.
A few years ago I was allowed to test a proto of the hybrid, and yeah, I've already given up hope because Flysurfer didn't bring this kite to the market, but now finally it's here. Here we go. This nice thing weighs only 38 grams, which is half the amount of a Soul 8. So it's really light, and I like the way to go for light construction instead of just lighter materials and the same construction. You can fly it with any 4-line bar with single front line safety, with a real single front line safety. I prefer our custom carbon one because light bar, light kite. Let's put it out of the bag and I show you something about the construction. So the kite is about 40% foil kite and 60% Singleskin. But just to say this in advance, it flies much more like a Singleskin than like a normal foil kite. We have one air outtake and one intake. This kite does not need that much pressure inside because, yeah, it's only the first 40%. We have at the ends, we have, like on the peak, we have 2 cells on each side which are filled by air. And also the bridle is very minimalistic. We have this new short mixer. They call it short mixer. It's much shorter than on a peak or on a sole, for example. You can only adjust the C. You can't adjust the B line that easy anymore. But this might do the job fine, because if you have trimmed a lot of kites, you notice that most of the times you only need to trim the C line and the rest comes with it. So this might do the job. And also the peak, for example, is not really trim sensitive, and I expect this kite to be the same. Let's attach the bar and yeah, then we can go. First impression in the air. Starting is pretty easy. You just pop it up and it feels quite nice. Nothing unexpected, so yeah, fine. And thanks to the good depower, you can launch it in the power zone most of the time. So yeah, starting is easy. Now about steering, it turns quite nice. It's always flattering on the outer side. This is, yeah, a bit a downside to the feeling, but yeah, turning radius is really good. This is what I expected because it's not high, I expect. Okay, next one, depower is great. As soon as you let go of the bar, the power is gone nearly at all. You always, you still have some flattering, but hardly any pressure left. The flattering, it's a bit annoying. So this is a bit a downside to the handling, this vibrating at the bar. And now let's test the relaunch ability. Okay, let's crash it. Most of the times you just need to pull the bar in one side. Yeah, I need the other side. This will do the job most of the time for relaunching. Up, and here we go. But for sure you can also relaunch it backwards. Relaunching is really easy. I did not test it in kite school yet, because this will really tell how easy the relaunch is. But for me it seems like pretty easy. At least much better than on a peak. Okay. Now, safety system. If you release the kite, it turns in huge radius. I just show it. This is, it's okay. Yeah? You don't have much pressure on this radius, and the travel you need for releasing it completely is pretty short. That's good. Relaunching after releasing was 100% in our tests. So yeah, relaunch after releasing is good. And yeah, also it's not perfect what the kite does when you release it. I think it's one of the safest kites you can fly, because as soon as you depower, the pressure is gone, and it's not really good in jumping. I can try. It jumps a bit, but yeah, if you want a free ride kite for twin tip riding with nice hang time tricks, this isn't the kite to go. Yeah, okay, now it's pretty light wind, but anyway, it's not a good jumping kite. Now let's come to a short conclusion. The main advantages of this kite is flying in light wind, for sure. A kite that weighs half of a sole, which is even a light kite, yeah, for sure will fly in hardly any wind. So light wind foiling will be really a nice thing with this kite. It has amazing drift ability. As soon as you sheet out the bar, the kite, you hardly feel the kite anymore. It's just you feel the vibration, but nothing really more. So if you push out the bar, and then you can go like with hardly any pressure, the kite drifts and you can go wave foiling. It's a really nice wave foiling kite. Teaching might be really interesting, because as a kite school, especially in northern Germany, we have to deal with a lot of days that don't have that much wind. So light wind teaching and even strong wind teaching. I haven't tried this yet, we have to try this, but I think this might be the way to go, and I will order for the next year hybrids and not Virons. I'm pretty sure about this, and if the hybrid doesn't perform that good uninspected, then we change to Viron. But I don't think so, because the relaunch abilities were great. I had changing conditions, light wind, stronger wind, and I always felt safe to drop the kite, to try something. It's just such an easy way to go, especially if you like foiling with bigger foils. For sure, if you're the guy who is out with the race foil, this is not the way to go, for sure not. But if you have crappy conditions and a big foil or waves, the hybrid might be your thing. As the kite is really safe due to its poor jumping abilities and due to its great depower, it might be great for anxious or for light persons. Flysurfer adverts with children, and this is really good. I think especially for those who are anxious, this might be a way to get into kiting more easily, because you don't have to be afraid anymore if you choose the right gear. So I'm really looking forward to what you are doing with it. So feel free to write us, feel free to contact us, and let us know if we should do more English content. So thanks, have a great time, and see you next time.